This week, we are focusing on common misspelled words and challenging vocabularies to help students improve their reading and writing skills. Word number 1 is which. The word which is used when asking a question about something. For example, which girl is sitting next to the teacher? Do not spell which as W-I-C-H. Word number 2 is which. The noun which is a person who is a sorcerer or magician. It is the homophone of word number 1, which has the same pronunciation but different in spelling and meaning. For example, the evil witch enchanted the princess with a curse and turned her into a swan. Do not spell witch as W-H-I-T-C-H. Word number 3 is whisper. The verb whisper is to speak softly in a low voice. For example, the trees whisper my name as they take the slaps from the wind. Do not spell whisper as W-I-S-P-E-R. Don't forget the letter H in whisper. Word number 4 is families. A family involves two parents and their children living together. Families is the plural of the word family, which means more than two. For example, the two families went on a holiday together and had a great time. Drop the letter Y in the word family and add I-E-S. Do not spell families as F-A-M-I-L-Y-I-E-S. Word number 5 is happiness. The word happiness is related to the word happy. It is an abstract noun. For example, happiness filled my heart when I saw the beautiful cherry blossoms in Japan. Drop the letter Y in the word happy and add I-N-E-S-S. Do not spell happiness as H-A-P-P-Y-I-N-E-S-S. Word number 6 is opportunities. Another word for opportunities are chances. For example, after I graduated from high school, I was given many career opportunities from different companies. Drop the letter Y in the word opportunities and add I-E-S. Do not spell opportunities as O-P-P-O-R-T-U-N-I-T-Y-I-E-S. Word number 7 is interesting. Another word for interesting is fascinating. For example, Diary of a Wimpy Kid is an interesting novel that all children love to read. Do not spell interesting as I-N-T-R-E-S-T-I-N-G. Keep in mind there are two E in the word interesting. Word number 8 is right. The word right has a few meanings. Firstly, opposite of left is right. For example, I use my right hand to write stories for my teacher. Secondly, the word right means correct. For example, after many attempts of the math question, I finally got it right. Thirdly, the word right means to be fair and honest. For example, tell the teacher the truth is the right thing to do. Do not forget the letter G in the word right. Word number 9 is right. This right is the homophone of word number 8, which sounds the same but have different spelling and meaning. It means to jot down words and numbers on paper. For example, at Stephanie Coaching, students learn to write stories in class. Be careful with the spelling of this word. It starts with the letter W. Word number 10 is metropolitan. The word metropolitan means a large populated city. For example, you can find many high-rise buildings and taxis in metropolitan areas. Break the word up to help you remember the spelling. Me-tro-po-le-tan. Do not pronounce this word as metropolitan. Word number 11 is bucolic. Opposite of metropolitan is bucolic, which means countryside. For example, during the school holidays, we visited a peaceful bucolic town in Tasmania. Break the word up to help you remember the spelling. Bu-co-lic. Word number 12 is crocodile. A crocodile is a large reptile that lives in tropical waters. It is a carnivore that eats meat and is extremely dangerous. For example, a crocodile is a dangerous species which lurks below the surface of the water, waiting for its next prey. Do not spell crocodile as crocadile. You cannot dial a crocodile. Word number 13 is abundance. The noun abundance means a very large amount. For example, during Christmas time, everyone shares an abundance of love and happiness. Do not pronounce this word as abundance. Word number 14 is retrieve. The verb retrieve means to bring something back. It is another word for recover. For example, no one was brave enough to retrieve the ball from the haunted house. Do not spell retrieve as R-E-T-R-E-I-V-E. Remember the rule, I before E except after C. Word number 15 is execute. The word execute has a few meanings. Firstly, the verb execute means to complete an action. For example, the robber was unable to execute his plan to rob a bank because of the vicious guarding dogs. Secondly, the word execute means to carry out a death sentence. For example, the pirates will execute the captain if he doesn't hand over the treasure. Avoid the word kill when writing a story. You can replace the word kill with execute. Word number 16 is thesaurus. A thesaurus is a book that shows synonyms or similar words. For example, words listed with the word big in the thesaurus includes enormous, gigantic, and massive. Do not pronounce this word as thesaurus. Word number 17 is countries. A country is a nation with its own government. The word country is singular, which means one country. The word countries means more than one country. For example, there are many countries around the world that have different cultures, languages, and values. Drop the letter Y in the word country and add IES to make countries. Word number 18 is woodland. A woodland is a land that is covered with trees and shrubs. For example, the plant grows abundantly in woodland. Word number 19 is bloom. When flowers bloom, it means they open to show their beauty. For example, the flowers all bloom in spring to show its beauty of Mother Nature. Word number 20 is flabbergasted. The verb flabbergasted means surprised someone greatly. For example, Dad was flabbergasted when he saw his electricity bill was over $1,000. The word flabbergasted has double B. Word number 21 is dangerous. When something is dangerous, it means it can cause harm and injury. For example, bungee jump can be a dangerous activity if you are not careful. Do not spell dangerous as D-A-N-G-R-O-U-S. There is a letter E in the word dangerous. Word number 22 is perspire. The verb perspire means to sweat. For example, the jogger began to perspire heavily after running for 20 minutes. Perspire is a verb. Perspiration is a noun. Word number 23 is hyperactive. The adjective hyperactive means very active, which can often be disruptive. For example, after the toddler ate a slice of cake, he became hyperactive and refused to sleep. Do not pronounce this word as hyperactive. Word number 24 is allegory. An allegory is a literary device which has a hidden meaning. It's like a metaphor in which a character, place, or event is used to deliver a bigger message about real-world issues. For example, The Three Little Pigs is an example of an allegory to teach a lesson about life. Each pig builds a house out of different materials: straw, sticks, and bricks. The moral of this story is that hard work and dedication pay off. Word number 25 is fallacy. A fallacy is an idea that a lot of people think is true but is in fact false. For example, the saying, "money can buy you happiness," is a fallacy because happiness has nothing to do with wealth. Do not spell fallacy as F-A-L-L-A-S-Y. Word number 26 is festoon. The word festoon can be used both as a noun or a verb. As a noun, festoon means a chain of flowers, leaves, or ribbons hung in curve as a decoration. For example, the streets are hung with festoons of paper flowers. As a verb, festoon means to decorate. For example, the birthday party was festooned with balloons and colorful streamers. Word number 27 is procrastinate. When you procrastinate, it means you put off doing something until another time. For example, many students have the tendency to procrastinate when completing their homework. Don't forget the letter R after the letter C in procrastinate. Word number 28 is palpitate. The verb palpitate means your heart is beating very fast in an abnormal way. For example, our E6 students felt their heart palpitate rapidly as they walked nervously into the selective exam room. Don't forget the letter I in palpitate. Word number 29 is rummage. The verb rummage means searching for something very quickly. For example, because I'm running late, I rummage through the cupboard for a breakfast bar. Don't forget the double M in rummage. Word number 30 is floccinaucini. This is the longest non-technical word in the English language. It means an estimation of something as no value or rubbish. For example, copying a dictionary to learn vocabularies is a floccinaucini. Do you think you will be able to pronounce and spell this word correctly? This brings to the end of our spelling list 3. Keep practicing and good luck in your spelling test.